Now we will see how to connect switch to the Arduino. That means digital read functions. Okay. First of all, I will open this Arduino IDE and I will go to new file. Yeah, this is the new file. Okay. Now what we are doing means we are connecting one switch to the Arduino. When I press that switch, here you can see that here I am connecting one switch to the Arduino and one bulb, one LED, as like the previous video. When I press that switch, the LED has to on. At the moment when I press that switch, the LED has to on, and when I release the switch, the LED has to off. That means we need to get some input from the switch. That means when we press the switch, the Arduino has to know whether we pressed the switch or we released the switch. For that, first of all, we need to tell this Arduino that we are connecting the switch. That means the Arduino has to consider the switch as the input source. Switch means its input source. No, we are not giving any voltage to the switch. That means we are not giving any power supply to the switch. Like we need to read from the switch. That's our main intention. For LED and all, we are giving 5-volt power supply by using digitalRead function. So here what we have to do means, first of all, in white setup we need to tell the Arduino that we are connecting the switch, so consider that switch as the input. Okay, white setup, it runs only at the beginning. So as like previous in the previous example, we write that for LED, consider the LED as the output. Similarly here we need to write consider the switch as the input. For that, same pin mode here there are 13 till 13 number digital pins are there. That means from 0 to 13. Now you can choose any of these digital pins for connecting the switch. So here I have a switch, you can see this, it is a one switch. Yeah, okay, these two are the switch terminals. Now I am connecting this switch to the fourth digital pin. Okay, here 4 number is there. No, to this I am connecting. This 4 digital pin is there. For this I am connecting. So carefully look this hardware part. What I will do means, switch has 2 terminals. There is no any positive or negative. That means whenever you give power supply here, if you press the switch, that will pass to this terminal, this leg. Okay, when you release this, it will not pass. It will offer a infinite resistance. That means it will not pass. Okay, for that I am connecting 4 for switch. I am connecting to the this 4th digital pin. 4 I am connecting one leg. Okay, another leg, what we have to do, when I press this switch, Arduino has to know I press this switch. That means if I give some voltage or power to this pin, then the Arduino can know. So I am connecting this to the +5 or 3.3 volt. I will explain this why I am connecting this to the +5 volt. Just connect this to the +5 volt pin. Here I think yeah, is the +5 volt pin. I connected. Okay. Yeah, one end is connected to the +5 volt, you can see here, and other to the digital pin 4, and here is the switch. Okay, then in this program we need to write pin mode 4 comma input. Okay, Now when I press this switch, I need to on the LED that is connected to the pin number. Let's take 8, pin number 8. Here is the 8, pin number 8. So uh, make sure that these things are there no connecting like directly to the Arduino. It is not good things. That means it will look some like dirty connections. So you have to use breadboard. As you're a beginner, you have to use breadboard and some jumper wires. If you have the jumper wires, it's like this jumper wires. See these jumper wires, you have to use these jumper wires, because it's a just like a plug, like you need to plug like this. You can see here, yeah, just plug it like this. Okay, and this side you need to plug to the Arduino. This is the female side and this is the male side, but for now connecting to the Arduino to here you require male to male, but here this is the male to female. So I'm using these kinds of wire strips for connecting. um, if you go for these jumper wires, then it's well and better, but I am using these wire strips for connecting LEDs and all. Switch also you can connect, but here as we already connected, no need to remove again. Okay, now uh, here I have 8th number pin. Okay, here for that I am connecting one wire. Okay, and you can connect that to this breadboard. I will tell this breadboard configuration. In this breadboard, these lines are there, no, here, this one, this one, this one, this one, these are all like interconnected. That means 1 2 3 4 5, these 5 holes are same and these 5 holes are same, and they are not connected like this, left to right they are not connected, like up to bottom they are all same. Okay, in this side, this side. Okay, and here it is like 1 2 3 4 5 one division, 1 2 3 4 5 another division. Okay, see, 1 2 3 4 5 one division, and this side 1 2 3 4 5 one division. These are all like left to right connected. That means all these are same. In the first row all these are same till 5. Okay, these are all same, and here till 5 these are all same, here all same, and here all are same. That means this has 1 2 3 4 sets. Usually we will use this for power supplies. That means we are connecting this one hole to the Arduino's plus pi and other to the ground terminal, and we can connect LEDs, switches, etc. If you have more number of LEDs, you can use this, or else just for learning purpose you can directly connect like this. So now what I will do means, I will connect this LED bulb to the pin number 8. Okay, pin number 8 I will connect the plus of the LED and minus to the ground. Here I have ground. See, okay. Now in the program section, uh, pin number 8 we connected the bulb. You can see here pin number 8 we connected the bulb. So here what I have to write means pin mode 8 comma output. Okay, because 8 we are using as the output. At the beginning, if we tell these two lines to the Arduino will understand that something is connected to the input and something is connected to the output. Then in the while loop, that means it will repeat continuously. In this, what I will do means, I will check for this input pin. When I press this button, what will happen? This side, one end of the switch is connected to plus 5 volt, another end is connected to digital pin port. Okay, when I press this button, what will happen? This 5 volt will pass from this terminal to this terminal. So this digital pin 4 gets 5 volt. That means this digital pin 4 is connected to this 5 volt. Indirectly we connect that to the 5 volt. When I press this button, it will give plus 5 volt to this fourth digital pin. When I release this button, it will not give plus 5 volt to the digital pin 5. No, sorry, digital pin 4. Okay, we are using the fourth pin. So here what I will write means, I will use if statement. Okay, that means generally you think how you will come to know when I press the switch, what you will tell in English. We can tell like if my fourth pin gets the high from this switch, turn on the LED. Okay, if I get the high voltage or high some plus 5 volt to this fourth pin, then turn on this LED, else off the LED. That's it. Same as like if we think in the mind how in English we can tell this these things, then we can easily write the code. Here also the same thing. If okay, if what I have to write now, for if case we need to declare some variables because we need to store the state of the switch. That means when I press the switch, the Arduino will read I pressed the switch. It will understand that I pressed the switch. So the Arduino has to store somewhere that this person is pressed the switch. That value it has to store. Then it has to turn on the LED. Okay, so you will understand what is it. I will declare one variable, that means integer value, int a. We'll come to now why I am declaring all these things. Int a. Then what I will do means a equal to, I am assigning this a variable integer value to the a equal to digital read. This is the another function. Digital read means it will read these pins, whether it is connected to, whether it will receiving any plus 5 volt or ground potential, that means 0. Digital means, remember, only plus 5 volt or 0, only these two things. It will not between 2 volt or 3.3 volt or 4 volt, it will not like that, only two things. For LED also, in the previous example, if we write the digital write, that means it will write only plus 5 volt or 1 or 0, only 1 or 0. It is like digital electronics, 1 or 0. Here what I will do means a equal to digital read. Which pin I have to read? Fourth pin, because that is the input. 4, digital read 4 I will read. Okay, that means digital read function always give output as 1 or 0. If it is receiving the plus 5 volt, then it will give 1. If it is not receiving anything, if this pin is not receiving anything, then it will give 0. So it will give 1 or 0 value. Int is my variable, int a. So if I press the switch, when I press this switch, it will give plus 5 volt to this pin. So this digital read function returns the value 1. That means when I press the switch, 1 means press the switch. Press the switch. Okay, and if it returns 0 means I am not pressing the switch, just not pressing the switch, okay, not pressing the switch. So here I need to compare whether my a is 1 or 0. If a is 1, that means that switch is pressed, that means it is receiving plus 5 volt. If a is 0, switch is not pressed, that means this is in a ground potential. So if a equal to 1, that means if a equal to 1, that means the switch is pressed, the LED has to turn on. For that I will use if statement. If a equal to 1, then what I have to do? I have to just remember, after the if statement don't put the semicolon because it will end that statement, but here we are not ending the statement, we are continuing. If a equal to 1, then do such things, do these things. What I have to do? Digital write means we need to turn on the LED. Digital write 8 comma high. Okay, then if a equal to 1, okay, then else if a is equal to 0, then what we have to do? That means a is not equal to 1, we have released the switch. So here I will write else, again we are make copy paste here, else digital write 8 comma low. That means when I press the switch, it will make the 8 pin as high, and when I release the switch, it will make 8 pin as the low. That means if I press the switch, the LED has to on. If I not press the switch, the LED has to off. Let's check whether it will works or not. I will compile it. Okay, before compiling we need to save this. Yeah, it is compiling. If any error is there, then it will give the error. For example, if I not declare this a, okay, I will not declare the a. Let's compile this. Yeah, see here, exit status 1, a was not declared in this scope, so we need to define this a, int a, okay, verify. Then I will upload this code. You can see here TX and RX pins, while uploading it will blink, as I told in the previous video. Now if I press this button, you can see, okay, when I will hold this, okay, like this I will hold. When I press this button, yeah, I will press this button. Wait. Yeah, you see now, it has to be properly connected. This is for connecting to the 4. Okay, when I press this button, okay, I will show. Here you see I connected all the things properly. I think it surprised you because I'm sorry that time due to some wire problem it will not give. So now I will explain how I connected using the breadboard. We will do from the beginning, just remove everything. I will remove all the connections. Okay, if you practice the using the breadboard, it's very fine in the beginning. So here is just the Arduino and the breadboard, and here plus 5 volt and the ground, those two I have to connect it to the breadboards, these two terminals. That means this terminal I am connecting to the plus 5 volt. Here it is plus 5 volt, means yeah, here it is the plus 5 volt. Okay, this is my plus 5 volt, and another pin, this pin I have to connect it to the ground. We'll connect this to the ground. Here is the ground. Okay, now this is plus 5 volt outer side, and this inner side is the ground connection. Okay, now what we need to do means, we have a switch has to be connected to the pin number 8. So from pin number 8 I will use one jumper wire, that is male to male. Okay, from pin number 8 I will connect it to these middle pins, any of these pins. It is like connected in the column wise, it will not connect in the row wise, it is connected in the column wise. That means if I connect here all these pins, I will show all these pins are same. All these pins which are in this line are same. Okay, I will connect it this 8 pin to the here. For this 8 pin we need to connect one LED bulb. Remember, while soldering to the LED bulb, or if you have an LED bulb, the what's that, the long leg is the positive and the short one is the negative. Okay, here for differentiating that color, different wires I used here. This is the plus 5 volt and this is the ground. Okay, so this plus 5 volt I am connecting to the pin number 8. That means this is come from the pin number 8. For that I am connecting, and minus for the ground is our this inside one, outside is the plus 5 volt. Okay, bulb we connected. And now for the switch I take this bigger switch for now for visibility. So I connected two jumper wires for it, and these two are its terminals. Switch I have, switch one end I will connect it to pin number, what is that pin number, pin number 4. Okay, and other end I will connect it to plus 5 volt. In this plus 5 volt is the this outer side. For that I will connect. Okay, now our thing is over. When I press this switch, plus 5 volt will goes to this digital pin number 4. The Arduino recognize it and it will give the power supply to the plus 8. That means not plus 8, this 8 number pin. So the power supply will come here. The LED gets the power supply and other terminal is grounded. So when I on this switch, the LED has to come. See, the LED is on. When I off this switch, the LED has to off. But why we are using Arduino for this? It is simply like a joke, because just to switch on and off the LED we cannot use this 400-500 rupees Arduino. But it is just the thing that how we can use the switch as the input. To learn that we tried this practical things. And here let's play with it some things. So what I will do means, if a equal to 1, that means when I press on the switch, the LED has to blink very fast. Okay, so for this I will make delay 50. Okay, remember, inside the if statement, if only one statement is there, then no need to put the curly braces. If more statements are there, just put the curly braces like this. That means yeah, we'll make it clear. Yeah, I think now it's clear. This is in while loop. This is my a equal to digital read this one, and here if something, then there is no any indentation here like in as in Python, else this one. Okay, digital delay 500. Then what I will do means digital write 8 comma low delay 50. Okay, now we will upload this code. We will see what it will happen. Yeah, I uploaded. Now you see, when I press this switch, it will start blink very fast. You can see this, it's blinking. It's very fast. We cannot differentiate in this camera. Let's increase this to 200, and here also we'll make this 200 and we'll upload it. Now you can see, when I on the switch, it will blink. When I off the switch, it will completely off. You can make it reverse also. When I off the switch, this has, the LED has to the LED has to on, or when I on the switch, the LED has to off. Like this, we can implement this in somewhat rainwater detection or any other. Just think about some practical ideas, because for example, if we have two wires like this, two wires. Okay, then we need to keep the wires very near, these two wires. When a rain fall or a rain drops or any water, if you touch the water for this, these two wires will conduct. So this will act as a switch, these two terminals. So you can use that to some lights or some buzzers, or you can use even water tank. When the water tank is full, you will get the buzzer. Like that you can make, give these two wires to one end to the water tank bottom and one end to the water tank above. When the water is full, this will conduct, these two wires will conduct the electricity. So just this will act like a switch connected to Arduino and to the buzzer. It's some simple tricks. You can implement these things in anyways. Here we learned the main thing is the as a summary we learned how the digital read function is used. Okay, we can even what is that optimize this code. Here instead of simply declaring variable and saving the things, we can directly check, just remove these two lines. It is not necessary. If uh, it's better if we write like this: if digital read, if digital read, which pin we are reading, the pin number 4. Okay, if digital read pin number 4 equal to 1, we can directly like those things in here in this statement. Now if digital read 4 equal to 1, if this is true, then it will execute this. Let's see that. Yeah, it is uploading. When I switch on the things, you see it is blinking. It's also same code, but we optimized a little bit further. That means we saved some of the bytes of memory, program storage. Here you can see 1098 bytes, but in the previous case, what we did, yeah, we did like this. In the previous case, you see how much it is. It is 1098, but some memory we saved here. Like simply while declaring, instead of declaring this a, we optimize this code. That means the code is slightly less. Okay, uh, yeah, thank you.